white. I'm lying on a sea of white. Is this heaven? I wasn't sure I'd make it here, to be honest. Mother, Father, Jack, are you here as well? I'm so sorry I couldn't find that treasure. I'd do anything to go back and get another chance, but then again, at least now, maybe we can all be together again. I reach into the white haze, expecting to catch a fistful of cloud or mist. Instead my hand brushes against something coarse. Blinking, then shaking my head in confusion, I try and sit up. Alright, where are we? On the beach. I'm not surrounded by heavenly clouds, I'm sitting on a beach covered in blindingly bright sand. Water laps gently as my toes, a far cry from the waves that swallowed our lifeboat. And several yards away, floating in the shadows, is a bundle of feathers. It's Jack! I run into the ocean, splashing water in all directions. Are you okay? Speak to me. Diamonds! Give me all them shinies! He's drifting in and out of consciousness, but if he can keep fantasizing about his shinies, he'll be fine. I carry Jack back to shore and place him gingerly on the golden sand. Golden sand? Wait a second. Jack, wake up! Once I start shaking him, he jolts awake and flies out of my hands. I swear, I wasn't sleeping on watch. Jack, we made it. This must be the island with the golden sand from Father's story. Golden sand? Jack lands on my shoulder, looks around, and starts cawing excitedly. Oh yeah, it's the golden sand. I knew it. Father was right all along. Just look at us now, Jacko. We'll have gold. There. All the shiny gold. We'll have jewels.
Shinies! Give me shinies!
All them shinies. We'll have... Oh, nothing to get that treasure with. Blast it all. We'll have nothing. What? If only my crew had stuck around long enough for this. I have all my special equipment on that ship. Nets, trawls, divers, everything. Not getting shinies then. No way. We didn't come all this way to leave with nothing. We'll just have to think of something else. Alright, looking around on the island again, I noticed some leafy palm trees. As if to remind me of all the meals I've skipped, my stomach growls loudly. We'll probably think better on a full stomach. Come on, Jack, let's go grab some grub. Aye, Captain. We're in luck. One of the trees I saw is loaded with ripe coconuts. Alright, climb it. Without hesitation, I started climbing up the trunk. Captain, be careful. I'm going as fast as I can. Be patient.
We have a problem!
What's the problem? Tell me about the problem. Give me a sec. I lick my lips as I reach several large clusters of coconuts. Finally, I'm so hungry, I could even eat the shells. Once I'm at the top of the tree, I yank off a coconut and toss it down. Who's this? Who's this? But I never hear it hit the sand. Confused, I glance down. And almost jump out of the tree in surprise. There's a man standing on the beach, dispassionately examining my coconut through a glass monocle. Though he's probably around my age, his silver hair and serious frown make him look a lot older. My father never said there were other people on the island. Where in all the 7 seas did this man come from? Okay, the tree rats are larger than usual today. Did he just call me a rat? Insult him back. Watch who you're calling a rat, you old man. This one squeaks more than usual too. I'll make you squeak, landlubber. Once I get down there, you got to taste the steel of my blade.
Of course.
Seeing as though you don't have a sword, I'm not exactly shaking in my boots. No landlubber insults Captain Ushio like that and lives to tell the tale. Captain? So you're not a tree rat after all. That's right. More of a sea rat then. You annoying old man. Take that. And that. That's it. Keep throwing. I chuck a bunch of coconuts at his head, but he neatly catches every single one. Most of the coconuts that hit his hands disappear into thin air. I can't see so much as a bulge under his coat. Where's he taking them? Who is this guy? In less than a minute, the tree is empty of fruit, and I've got nothing left to throw. Tucking the rest of the coconuts under his coat, the man starts walking away. Hey, what did you do with all those coconuts? I think I'll make coconut soup today. Get back here with my lunch, old man. As I scramble down the tree, the branch I'm holding suddenly snaps. That's not good. With a yelp, I plummet toward the sand, but stop several inches short of a crash landing. What? I gawk at the blue light surrounding his body, which is somehow making me float in mid-air. The silver-haired man is standing several feet away, one hand extended in my direction, That same blue light flickers over his arm, giving his skin an eerie glow. You're a sorcerer? The light vanishes with a sharp crack, and I fall face first into the sand. Spitting out sand grains, I scramble onto my feet.
Go away.
I'm a person who wants to be left alone. Leave. Hey, I would if I could, old man sorcerer. It's not like I want to be stuck here with you. Once I get that treasure, I'll be off this island faster than... Oh, me and my big mouth. All the shinies belong to us. No shinies for you, sucker. I quickly grab Jack by the neck and shove him behind my back. Captain, I can't breathe. The sorcerer watches us with one eyebrow raised, but doesn't bother to comment. If this guy finds out about the mermaid's treasure, he might steal it for himself. Then again, his magic is probably the best, if not only way of holding all the loot to shore. But what's the best way to get him to help me? Lie, negotiate, flirt, force him to help. I don't know, negotiate. Listen up, old man. I don't want to be here any more than you want me around. Unfortunately for both of us, I can't just take off. Truth is, there's a huge treasure hidden under this island, and I'm not leaving until I get my hands on it. All the shinies belong to us, right? Oh my god. I shake Jack to silence him. What Jack means is that the treasure should have been all ours. But since we're going to need your magic to reach it, I'm willing to give you a cut of the profits. How would you say about a 70-30 split? Not interested. He starts walking away, and I'm forced to scramble after him. 60-40, alright, 50-50, that's my final offer. You won't get a better deal than that. The sorcerer just lengthens his strides, and I have to start jogging to keep up. Think of all the golden jewels down there, just waiting for us to scoop them up. Even with the 50-50 split, we'll both be rich enough to live like royalty. You can't seriously say that you're not interested. The sorcerer stops so abruptly that I stumble into his back. When he speaks again, his voice has gained a steely edge.
Go away.
Believe me, I'm dead serious. Leave. Without another word, the sorcerer resumes walking. I'm willing to give up. I run after him into the woods.
Stop that.
Stop following me. As much as it pains me to admit, I really need your help. Not my problem. It is, if I won't leave you alone until you help me. Yeah, you're never going to get rid of us, sucker. I think I see the sorcerer's eyebrows starting to twitch. I'm not helping a good-for-nothing pirate steal the mermaid's treasure. Now go away before I blast you. Hey, I never said anything about the pirates or mermaids. How did you get that? I wasn't born yesterday, sea rat. I can tell what you are and what you're after, and I don't want any part of it. He stops walking in front of a hut covered with dried palm leaves. Without looking back, he opens the door, slips inside. Don't come in. Okay. Yeah, right, like you're getting rid of me that easily. Alright, bust on in. As I walk into the hut, I immediately trip over a pile of books. Loose pages fly in every direction, followed by thick clouds of dust. Once my eyes stop watering, I spot more books, bottles and other knickknacks strewn across the floor. It's hard not to stumble over these piles in the dim light. The room is as dark as a cavern, save for some cobwebby candlesticks flickering on the table. I take a close look at the windows and immediately wish I hadn't. Most of them are covered in slimy blue mould, which blocks any light from outside. And I thought pirates had bad hygiene. This place makes my ship's galley look and smell like the Queen's tea room. I told you not to come inside. Why do you have so much trouble listening? Funny, I was going to ask you the same thing. Weren't you listening when I said I wouldn't leave until you helped me? The sorcerer pivots around on his heels and stalks off. As I start to follow him, I notice a knife gleaming on a bookshelf. Wow, it's a little rusty, but yeah, that looks like real silver. This slob won't even notice it's gone. Let's rob this guy. I drop the knife into my pocket and keep talking. Oh my god, alright, we've stolen from him. Okay, what if I cleaned up a bit in exchange for your help? With all the junk in here, I think that would be more than a fair trade. Isn't that right, Jack? Hearing his name, Jack flies in and lands on a stack of glass jars. Oh. The pile collapses under his weight, scattering jars in all directions. Well, yeah, thanks, Jack. Cawing loudly, oh my god, stop him! Cawing loudly, Jack takes off towards the ceiling and starts bouncing around the rafters. This guy's not got no chill, look at him go! His fading winds knock down more jars from the shelves, adding to the piles of debris below. The sorcerer grits his teeth and rubs his temples, as if to ward off a headache. If I wanted to clean, which I don't, a pirate would be the last person I'd hire for the job. True, I'm no housemaid, but even the captain has to help swab the decks every now and then. I'd be happy to clear out all of your old junk. Oh, Are these scales made of gold? Even if it's just gold leaf, I could get 30 doubloons for him, easy. Look at her face, she wants to rob him more! Steal all the things. Ah, and hello, beautiful iron knife. What fine craftsmanship you have. Should be worth 15 doubloons at least, 16 with a good polish. Tucking more valuables into my clothes, I beckon Jack toward me. Noticing what I'm doing, he lands and starts stuffing things into his beak. We're just robbing this guy blind now. Shinies. When Jack pulls out a silver spoon from under some tableware, the entire pile crashes down, a month's worth of dirty dishes shatter on the floor. One teacup rolls across the room and bumps into the sorcerer's toes. Well, at least you don't have to wash the dishes anymore.
What do you think you're doing?
Pirates, parrots, more and more problems. I can't take this. This guy's leveling up. This isn't good. He's gonna zap me or something. Oh my god. A duck as a bolt of lightning shoots through the air and blasts a crater into the floor. Closing his eyes, the sorcerer takes a deep, steadying breath. Okay, tell me, what do I need to do to make you go away and never bother me again? Oh, that's more like it, old man. I clap him on the back so heartily that I almost knock him over. He glares at me until I take my hand off his shoulder. Here's the deal. I need to find that mermaid treasure, wherever it's been stashed, and haul it back home.
Savvy?
You give me something, a spell, a potion, whatever, to get that done, and I'll be rolling in riches instead of destroying your hovel before dinner, right? I can conjure an enchanted ship to send you home, but stealing the mermaid's treasure is easier said than done. The mermaids keep anything of value locked up in their palace treasury, which is covered with magical walls. I can't just summon everything to shore, you know. Is that so? How do you know so much about the mermaids anyway? Don't tell me that you've tried to steal their treasure before and failed.
It's none of your business.
Yeah, it's none of your business. Is it just me, or is he turning a little bit red? He is a little bit, yeah. What if you used your magic to turn me into a mermaid? Then I can sneak into the treasury and snatch the loot myself. I'll be back on shore before any of the mermaids notice that their treasure's gone.
You can't be serious.
You break into the treasury? Yeah, doesn't sound like a good idea to this guy. I resist the urge to smack him as he starts laughing. A sea rat like you isn't getting anywhere near the treasury. The mermaids will know you're a fake as soon as you open your mouth. Shut your big mouth, old man. I'm not that bad at disguising myself. That's actually how I got started as a pirate. I'll have you know, I switched places with a slacker sailor who was dozing off on the docks. Well, I'm not stopping you. If you want your head on a spear outside the mermaid palace, that's fine by me. I'll just find that transformation potion and send you along to your untimely death. I seethe silently as he starts rummaging through some chests on the floor. After several minutes of searching, he moves onto the cupboard and then to the shelves. Well, I could have sworn the potion was around here somewhere. What does it look like? Maybe I can help you find it. And swipe more of your valuables while I'm doing it, you thief. While the sorcerer's busy looking through his wardrobe, I slip a jeweled dagger into my pants. By my feet, Jack squawks in delight and dives into a mound of bottles. Shiny, what's he finding now? The transformation potion should be in a clear blue bottle with a silver stopper. Cackling happily, Jack yanks out a large silver stopper. Jack, don't! There's a flash of white light, followed by a puff of smoke. Okay, a silver stopper just like that one. Yeah, Jack found it.
What?
Jack, what have you done? When the smoke clears, Jack is flopping around on the floor. Only, instead of tail feathers, he has a long scaly tail and fins going all the way up his back. Look at this tail! I'm a fish! You can't breathe! Oh wait, I'm fine. Must be magic, never mind. He resumes poking through the potion pile as if nothing's happened. The heat of the sorcerer's glare could smelt lead. Well, on the bright side, we found the transformation potion. On the not so bright side, yeah. Sorry about that. Jack didn't mean anything by it. I'm sure he feels very bad about this. Ah, my new scales are so shiny. Being a fish is awesome. So he can fly and swim now. Nice. Never mind. I'm sure you could just make another potion, right?
What do you think you're doing?
Of course I can't just make another one, you idiot. Each of those potions takes at least 6 months to brew. You need seawater filtered under the light of a full moon, golden fan corals from the Sea of Sorrows, not to mention a baby tooth from the giant kraken. Okay, I'm sorry I asked. Is there another way to turn me into a mermaid? Study magic for 15 years like me, and you can turn yourself into anything you want. Isn't there another way? I don't want to quit piracy just to become a stuffy old hermit who's stuck inside all day reading spellbooks. Okay, I've really pissed him off now. The sorcerer's eyes flash. I stumble back as blue flames shoot out from his body. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay, still spewing fire, the sorcerer stalks off to the corner of the room. This time, I'm afraid he's going to kick me out for good. In the end, though, he just sighs heavily. The light around his body vanishes with a sharp hiss. There is another way, a binding magical contract. I can transfer some of my magic to you, so you'll be able to switch between being a human and being a mermaid. At most, however, I can only give you 6 days worth of magic. I can work with that, what's the catch? To seal the contract, you have to give me something that I truly desire. Okay, I remember my father telling me a fairy tale like this. In his story, a girl traded her beautiful singing voice to the sea witch in order to get with the prince. When she failed, however, she turned into sea foam and disappeared. Is it that kind of contract that you're talking about? Yeah, that's one example, yeah. Our contract could be similar, with a few modifications. What should I offer him to seal the contract? What do you need? Singing voice, treasure, let him decide. Okay, what do you need? I'll do anything that it takes to seal the contract, just name your price. The sorcerer's gaze drops to the ground. For a moment, it's as if he's staring at something far below the earth. When he speaks again, his voice is no more than a whisper. I want the red vial from the mermaid's treasury. The rest of the treasure's yours to take, as long as you bring me that vial. That's your heart's true desire, seriously. What's in this little vial that's so special? A potion that gives you the golden touch, a spell to make you stronger than the entire army? Okay, none of your business, fine. And if you're even thinking about stealing that vial for yourself, remember this. If I do not have my heart's desire by sundown on your 6th day, then I'll turn to sea foam, right? Like in the fairy tale? No, you turn into a lobster. A good lobster dinner is the other thing I've been wanting, and I might as well get something out of your inevitable failure. Wow, like I let myself be eaten by you. Mark my words, old man, that vial is as good as mine. But just in case I run into some unexpected difficulties, is there any other way I can end the contract? Spells in fairy tales are usually broken by a true love's kiss or something. This is why I never trust pirates. They always find a way to weasel out of things. So, is that a yes? Most spells can be broken by the power of true love, but it's not like you could ever pull that off. Even if it's true, you don't have to say it like that. Restraining my murderous urges, I should let him turn me into a mermaid before I break his nose, I guess. I'll reach out to shake his hand. Okay, I agree to the terms of the contract and all that. Now turn me into a mermaid. Take everything you stole out of your clothes first. With all that metal on you now, you'll just sink straight to the seafloor. Ugh. I know what you're talking about. Alright, fine. Gritting my teeth, I do as he asks. So much for him not noticing anything was missing. The same goes for that spoon-swallowing birdfish abomination, who, by the way, probably shouldn't bring pirate paraphernalia into the Mermaid Kingdom. I don't know what you're talking about. I slap Jack on the back. Smack! As Jack starts coughing, pieces of silverware fly out from his mouth and bounce around the room. I kick his pirate hat into the corner when he isn't looking. Okay, we're still in the contract. Walking forward until we're only a foot apart, the sorcerer clasps my hands in his. As he starts murmuring chants under his breath, pale blue flames spring up around him. I gulp as the magical fire travels from his body to mine. But despite their vicious sizzling and sparkling, the flames do no more than tickle my skin. The sorcerer chanting grows faster. With each whispered word, the flames surge higher. Within minutes, they surrounded both our bodies in a shimmering veil of light. I grit my teeth as a whirlwind whips up around us, making the flames flicker erratically. It's getting a little hot in here. With a sudden flare, the flames turn burning hot. I cry out at what feels like thousands of knives stabbing into my skin, ripping off my flesh and shooting fire into my blood. As heat surges through my veins, I try to yank my hands out of the sorcerer's, but his grip is far too strong. Just remember that you asked for this. Oh god, there's an explosion of crimson flames, fire as red as blood. Then I'm falling forward, head reeling, with mouth opening in a silent scream. Then nothing.